Hey everyone, Alex here and welcome back to another World Conqueror 2 video. So, as you guys can tell from the title right here, we are in fact going to be playing as South Korea in Asia 1950. So let's get started right here, and right off the bat, we can see that we actually don't have, we're not in a really good shape right here. We don't have the ability to build tanks because our technology is level 2, which means we can only build armored cars and infantries and artillery. And that to make the matter even worse, we don't even have a very strong economy right here. And at this rate, it's going to take us 3 turns to even build one single infantry unit. And yeah, it's not really looking too good for us right here. So basically what we want to do here is, yeah, it's not exactly looking too good for us right here. So we're going to just start this off right here, and basically you want to offset the numerical superiority of the North Koreans here. So what we are going to do is we're going to preserve our fighting force a little bit, and what we're going to do here is, okay, we are not going to build a city because we're going to send the armored car into the city right here, and basically we have to hold off against the North Koreans. That's number 1. Number 2, we have to make sure that the PRC doesn't actually come after us, because if they do, then it's pretty much game over for us. We can definitely handle the North Koreans, but if the PRC decides to join in the fight, then yeah, it's not gonna look too good for us. So yeah, we're gonna send this guy here. I'm gonna transform this into a level 4 city, and we might attack that. Okay, that was a really bad decision on our part. That is not a good trade at all. Let's end the turn right here. And okay, so basically, to win as South Korea, we don't have a lot of options here. We have to depend on our luck, and that is because, okay, first as I've already mentioned, we cannot allow the PRC to attack us, because if the PRC starts sending any forces against us, then it will basically be an instant loss right here. And number 2, we have to make sure that our allies are able to basically effectively support us against the North Koreans, and they also have to defend themselves against the Soviet Union. And yeah, as you guys can see, this is not really looking too good already. And yeah, so those are the 2 main factors over here. And the third factor that we have to really rely on is that our allies can actually take Chongqing. And the reason is because Chongqing is the only major city that our enemy has in the west. So taking that would essentially shorten our allies' supply lines and lengthen the PRCs to that of like basically unplayable levels, because all of the major cities of the PRC is in the east, and Chongqing is the only one in the west. And in order to reinforce their situation in the west, once our allies have taken Chongqing, then the PRC would have to basically buy forces in the east, march them all the way to the west to face our allies. So yeah, our allies better take Chongqing. If not, we there's no way that we could win the game if that does not happen. And yep, so working against us is, of course, we have the enemy, and we've also got bad ally AI to basically counteract. So yeah, it's not really looking too good for us already on the first turn. So let's just send these guys here, and what we are going to do, in fact, is we are going to okay, we are going to get ourselves another city over here, and that is for a good reason. We want to invest in the long term right here, assuming that we can actually survive against the North Koreans. Then buying a city would have been a worthwhile investment, because if we can survive, that would mean that we can definitely survive more than 10 rounds if we take out the North Koreans. So the city would have been a worthwhile investment, because we would have basically we have earned back the loss incurred in building that city. Of course, that is assuming that we can survive against the North Koreans, which is, yeah, it's not really looking too good for us right now, doesn't it? But yeah, anyways, the PRC is going to send all of its forces to the west. And oh no, that is really bad. Oh no, no, no. Okay, so the PRC is going to we might have to divert our armored car down to the south to attack the not really attack, but to defend ourselves against that infantry unit that the PRC sent against us. So yeah. Okay, so now the British are going to start to attack, and the key to defeating the PRC, in fact, is to first we have to take out the units that they are not able to produce, aka the tanks, because the PRC also has a technology level of 2, which means they can't build tanks. So we got to take them out first, because they are the most powerful units the PRC has at its disposal. Then once they are done with the tanks, they would basically have to somehow make their way into Chongqing, which is, yeah, it's quite tough, definitely. And oh my god, we literally need one more income to wow. Okay, here's what we're gonna do, right? And yeah, we're gonna let our artillery here take the hit, and we're gonna hope that the Americans actually go after the infantry unit here, because we simply do not have resources to fight against. Okay, nice, they took out the infantry unit, so that is our rear clear for the moment, and that means the North Koreans are going to start to attack our commander, which is definitely not too good. Yeah, it's definitely not too good. And the Soviets are also approaching from the east over here. And yeah. Okay, the PRC moved that rocket launcher down, which means that will be the rocket launcher won't be attacking us for the time being, which is definitely a relief to us, because that will put some pressure off us and onto our allies, and our allies are slightly better suited to fight against the PRC, definitely. And yeah, so okay, the British are going to move up north. They have to take Chongqing ASAP before the PRC starts to basically push them back, because the PRC do have the numerical superiority on their side. Furthermore, the PRC has better units than our allies. So yeah, and it's not really looking too good here. So what we're in fact going to do is we're going to take that guy out, right? And we are going to move here, and that's for a reason. We want to get the income. Yes, that would mean that we are coming into direct conflict with the PRC, but we have little choice. So we're going to take that infantry unit here, and I'm really not sure if we could take this city. Most probably not, because there's an entrenchment. So what we're going to do here is we don't want to risk it. We want to take this industry so that the PRC can't buy armored cars to attack us immediately. And yeah, that should secure our position on the Korean Peninsula by quite a bit. And yeah, so now basically the Soviets are going to start to come after us, but now that we have taken North Korea out of the fight essentially, then that would mean that we are better suited to replace our losses because now we have control of 2 cities instead of 1. And yeah, so we really got to look at what the PRC is doing right here. Chances are they may send a couple of units against us, but not too many because yeah, they've got other matters to worry about, like the British to the south and the Americans to the east. So yeah, okay, now we have the upper hand in at least for now, and that is because we have a few units that are basically ready to take the PRC on, and we're going to begin by capturing Manchuria, and that will provide us with a lot of income relative to the size of our economy, of course. And what are the Indians doing? They are of course not going to go for the seat of power in the west. They are of course going to start to engage secondary forces. Great job. That is what I mean by AI. Yep. But anyways, we are in fact going to be ending the video off here because yeah, I'm running a little short on time. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to leave a like, and if you are new to the channel, please do subscribe as well. But that's it from me for the time being. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and of course, goodbye.